You are looking live at the Huntsville Ice Center here in beautiful Huntsville, Alabama, where today we decide who will become the 2022-2023 CHS champion. Today's matchup features the number 1-2 matchup in the conference, but it's also two of the best teams in the country. Will the Tampa Spartans take the cup back to the Bay, or can the South Carolina Gamecocks do something that nobody's done all year and beat the Spartans? All the answers coming up next on College Hockey South's YouTube channel. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Louis DePaulo, and welcome to College Hockey South here on YouTube. I'm joined by Vinny Salgado on camera, and Mr. Kyle is helping us out on the stream. Two University of Tampa players that are helping us out this afternoon as well. We are your favorite destination for college hockey in the South. And we're going to bring you all the action live today, right here from this Huntsville Ice Center that has been a great host to us for a few years now. We got you covered. Sit back, open up your favorite refreshment, and enjoy the best AAU hockey has to offer with some of the top players in the game. All right, the Seminole Money Trees storyline. Tonight, the Tampa Spartans are 25-0, following up on last year's 27-1-1. Are you kidding me? That's just insane. They took care of USF Friday night 6-1 in the Battle of the Bay. Last night, a thrilling overtime win. They came from behind against the University of Georgia Bulldogs. Listen to this. 185 goals for and only 49 goals against. That is plus 136 on the season. Best in the conference by far. They have 27 power play goals, and they lead the league in shorthanded goals at 14 shorthanded goals as well. They're fast, they're relentless, and they're hungry. Now, the USC Spartans, Coach Al Sirois, listen to this, a whopping 26-2. They're second in the conference at 26-2. These two teams, 51-2. That's insane. They lost two games, close games, one to Georgia Tech, where they had 44 shots on Fessler. And we all know Fessler from Georgia Tech fame in the Savannah Classic. He made some incredible saves that night. They lost that one 4-3, and they lost to FAU 4-1. No curse there. They were the Eastern Division champs. How they got here was by beating Auburn on Friday night. They beat Bama yesterday in the game I got to do. That was a great game. But listen, they have 168 goals for, 58 against. They have 28 power play goals, and they've only given up, and they've scored 10 shorties. Not too shabby. Let me tell you the mentality of the South Carolina bench taking on an undefeated Tampa team. When I said to Coach Sirois last night, they said that, I said, listen, we're going to be doing a game where both teams are 51-2. And he goes, well, it sounds to me like 25-1 and 27-2 sound better than the other records to get this started. So we'll see how that goes tonight. We are getting ready for Lewis's list. Here it is. This is my keys to the game. For UT, they're ranked number 3 national. And I talked to the coaches about this before. They want you to play 60. What I mean by that is they got off to a quick start last night with the University of Georgia, but they let Georgia stick around. Testino got hot, he got his rhythm, and Georgia nearly shocked the world. They had the lead with 1:18 left in that game last night. They ended up losing in overtime, obviously, but the Bulldogs, they were onto something. They need to stay relentless. Just keep attacking, attacking, attacking. Their forecheck will create turnovers because of the pressure they put on. I think that's key as well. And their speed, if you haven't seen this Tampa team yet this year, watch out. They use their speed very well, and you can't coach that. Coach Tackett can't. No way can Coach Kuzlik teach speed. But they have a ton of it, so that'll be a key. Now, for South Carolina, they're ranked 10 nationally. They need to be ready. UT is going to come out flying. They try to beat you early and often. Tampa will put pressure on, so they need to stay composed if you're a Gamecock player. Don't worry about playing an undefeated team. Just play your game. Positioning, so important because of the speed of this Tampa team. And you don't want to be going side to side too much and get caught out of position. And goaltending tonight is key. They got to control the tempo, and they're going to have to limit the stoppages and the rebounds, or this Tampa team will be all over you in a hurry. Well, if you are a new member of our College Hockey South family, welcome. If you are already a member, welcome back. In either case, thanks for joining us here tonight. Make sure you tell all your friends and family. We got a great one for you. We're getting ready for the national anthem as the two captains were discussing something with the officials. I believe we have the Huntsville High School National Guard, or Junior ROTC, coming out on the ROTC bench. Looks like we have a kid captain here to our right. That's really cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Huntsville
Ken Day Sarge on the mic downstairs.
Championship game of the 2023 College Hockey South Playoffs. Featuring the University of South Carolina versus the University of Tampa.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention towards the home players box. Rise, remove your hats, and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. The colors for this game are being presented by the Huntsville High School Junior ROTC Phantom Panther Color Guard under the command of Cadet Gavin Stallings.
All right, thank you to the Huntsville High School National Guard for doing an awesome presentation of the colors. The coaches are having the teams hang on for a second so that they can exit to our left. Very respectful group of young men and women getting ready to possibly have a military career, just like our own Ken Sarge Day is a retired Army paratrooper. So to all our veterans, I have a big affection for what you've done, you know, for our country, those past, present, and future veterans coming up, because a lot of these kids could end up in the military, particularly one of the teams I cover, Embry-Riddle, back in Daytona. They've got 7 ROTC candidates going to officer training school. All right. We are ready to rock and roll. In the net, Zach Purple Hayes, 1.76 goals against. Holy cow. He is going to be strong in net, and he's going to have to be, because on the other net, we have Vinny and Kyle's teammate. That is Shea Grant. Shea Grant, no slouch, 2.26 goals against, .916 save percentage. I got to talk to both coaching staffs before I told you Siroir said, well, 25-1 sounds better to me than 26-0. So that's the bench in South Carolina. Coach Tackett and the boys said, we're ready. We know we're going to get everybody's best shot every game, and we'll stay calm and we'll play our game. Puck dumped in immediately by Andrews. Hayes over here on the near side. Thomas tries to backhand it out. There's pressure. Catalina, the overtime winner on a deflection from that player right there, number 32, Mr. Fortescue. That was a great play in overtime. They had the game tying one. I apologize on that. That was the third period tying goal. Puck behind the net. Fort there goes out on the other side. Nobody there. It's going to come all the way down. Looks like icing is going to be waved off, says Tyler Tott. We got 4 great officials tonight. Lance Tackett, Matt Baranek, and Nick Kuzlik on the bench for Tampa. And then we've got a shot up into the net. We got Al Siroir, head coach, Steve Brochu and Joey Brochu, the assistants. Our 4 officials, Cody Smith, Brian Cole, Ken Radolinski, and Tyler Tott are the linesmen. Want to thank Mark Purwitz, the chairman of College Hockey Federation. He is down right below us with Ken Sarge Day, our commissioner Kyle Nell, and David, our treasurer. They were all down watching below in the Seminole Money Tree Suites, located right by the scorekeeper. Back to pick that up. That's Flaherty. Now he gets beat to the puck. Tampa's MO is they want to come out hard, fast, and they want to score a goal the first 3 minutes of the game and just put all kinds of pressure on you. They have a lot of speed. I assure you it doesn't matter what line Coach Tackett throws out, that those boys will be burning one side of the ice up to the other. Coming in now is Trainer. He loses the puck. Very experienced bench too, by the way. On one side, here's a turnover. Tampa comes right out in front. Great save with the stick save by Purple Hayes as he had a man on the back door. That goes back behind the net. Rempe comes over here on the near side. Back on that far side, here come the Gamecocks trying to thread the needle. Couldn't get that one through. That was Locken. Coming all the way back is Reed. He reverses it. Again, a lot of pressure on the forecheck for this Tampa team. Coming back to pick that up is Ellis. He's battling down in the corner, 2-on-2. There's Reese. He chips it on the far side. Right out. There's Manware. Just dumps it in the center where South Carolina is going to pick it up. Fire it right back in, but it's stopped nicely at the blue line by Ellis. Now it finally comes back in. Rempe back there looking for a way to go. South Carolina aggressive, sends 2 people to the forecheck. They cover the boards, they pick it up. There's a shot, here's a rebound. There's a great block in front on that shot for the Spartans. I don't have a 29 on the roster. We'll see who that is and we'll get it for you in a minute. 29. Courant. 2K. All right, Jake Courant wearing 29 tonight. So we'll get that corrected. Courant. I apologize, Jake. So Fort comes in, he fires it right up. Looking for a rebound off Hayes, nothing there. So 3:30 gone here in the first period. Louis DiPaolo, thanks for joining us on the College Hockey South YouTube channel. I was talking about experience. The South Carolina bench, Al Siroir, I went over his credentials yesterday. Tampa people, listen to this. 3 years major junior at Chicoutimi, 1 year at Rimouski, where he set a record 127 points in one season. Yeah, he was there before Sidney Crosby, and he will tell you proudly that he got things going, so Sid the Kid had a chance. Turning around, coming out the other side is Valise. Watch him, former USHL draft pick. South Carolina picks up a loose puck, takes a shot. That's deflected in front. Ford's down, that went off his ankle. He looks like he's hurt. He's got to get up. He's trying. He's getting encouragement from the bench to get up. Back up to the point. Every place is open right now. Riccatelli, he just missed. Mulcairn on that. Back here to Riccatelli. Fortescue goes off to the bench. That skips over the foot of Griffin. Fortunate bounce over here on the near side. Catalina trying to advance it to Andrews. Andrews couldn't pull the trigger. He turns, fires it behind the net. On that far side was Pineda. He loses it. There's a shot fanned on again by Catalina. South Carolina now, they're going to come through center. They got some time and space. Here's Pineda. He had a good game last night. Albers trying to follow up. He couldn't keep it in. There's List. He dumps it in. We got an offsides call. So Lance Tackett from the Detroit area, Detroit Metro. He played junior hockey, played college hockey as well. Kuzlik on the bench. He came down out of AAA from the Northeast. He played for University of Tampa. And they've also got Matt Baranek from Chicago, another Midwestern guy that played in Odessa in the junior leagues, played college hockey as well. Out of the 6 coaches, I think, between the 2 staffs of the D2 and the D3. By the way, D3, 23-0, just for the record in case you're counting at home. 5 of the 6 guys on the staff played at the University of Tampa. So talk about making it a family affair. What a program they've done there. And Sirois has done an awesome job building that Gamecock program as Pusker dumps it in. Justin Evans now. Evans just chips at the center. Trying to hit Trainer. Evans picks it up now. He loses it. Here comes List. List has got a 4-on-2, 3. Now it's 4-on-4 as everybody hustles back. And Shea Grant with the save. We'll have a face-off and a whistle. 14:31 left here. Championship game on Championship Sunday here at College Hockey's YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We've got the #1 team in the conference, the #2 team in the conference. Somehow the #1 team in our conference that's undefeated is #3 in the country, which Tampa is fine with. They're like, you know what? We'll play the underdog if that's what it takes. And the #2 team that has only lost to 2 other teams in our conference is #10 overall in the national rankings. But it doesn't matter. It's all going to be decided in a couple of weeks in Philly. Hope you can join us. Both these teams are going to be there. I'm going up as a broadcaster. I'll be covering University of Tampa games as well. I think I'll be covering some of the Carolina games. Just have to wait till tomorrow. So the College Hockey Federation will announce the AAU National Championship brackets tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you take a look and see where your favorite team is going to be and the schedule that they will be playing. It's going to be on Black Dog Hockey Network. Coming hard to the net, just missed, was Reese. So the Black Dog Hockey Network is going to carry it again. We got a glove save by Shave Grant. And you'll have the opportunity to buy the game, buy a day, or buy the whole tournament. If I'm a parent or a fan of one of these teams from College Hockey South, buy the tournament. And I'll tell you why. I was there. I covered many, many games this year in the South. And I'm telling you, these kids can play. And just because we live in the South doesn't mean all the kids are from the South. Tampa, for example, 0 Florida kids. How about that? Carolina recruits from all over. Nice backhand by Griffin. That just goes wide, kept in by Murtaugh. Now we got a whistle. Hold on a sec. The net comes off, and I think they're going to say that it stays in the Carolina end, and it does. 13:25 left, shots 3-3. This time last night, Tampa, they had 14 shots to 1 in their favor against the Bulldog team. So Carolina doing a good job staying in their lanes, making sure there's a big hit, making sure that this Spartan team doesn't have free reign from end to end. Look at that effort by Lazine. He's going to need it. Hey, if you get a chance, give us a shout in the chat. Let us know who you're watching, what team, what player, what coach, who your favorite cameraman is. You never know. McGowan absorbed the hit, got the puck on that far side. Greeley headmans the puck, turns it over though. There's O'Connell. OC, as he's affectionately called, back in the bay. They get that one over McGowan. Purple Haze has got to fire it up off the board, try to help his own cause. Carolina now, they got a chance. Greeley, Bolger, the captain, broken stick. Just $300, Mom, don't worry about it. Coming right back is Catalina. Catalina, oh, we got a penalty coming up. I think going to the box is going to be Mulcairn, and he skates right to the box. We got a power play opportunity. So as Mr. Radulinski escorts him to the box, he goes to pick up a broken stick. First penalty of the game. It goes to Mulcairn. He's going to go in for a hook at 12:19. The Spartans on a power play. Coach Tackett would love nothing better than get on. Watch Big 33 on that side. He loves to shoot it. He's got a great low shot. Nice pass in front. Boom. 33 to 21 to 22. That should be the scoring. We got live scoring coming up. Power play goal. Tampa's on the board. Cole Valise should get the assist on that. Again, we got live scoring on chfhockey.net. I'm going to try to pull that up to make sure we give the kids credit where it's due. Beautiful play. Tampa, they strike first. 12 minutes left here. That didn't take long. One quick face-off, couple of beautiful passes. They play so unselfish, this team. And I'll tell you what else. Their passing is spot on. They make great passes. They know where they're going before they have the puck. As Greeley takes a shot, that's blocked down in front. That was Parrish with that. Way behind the defense. Greeley able to come back. Fortunate there because Trainer was behind the entire Carolina team. He was almost offsides waiting for the puck. So you're going to have to, again, watch your position. Make sure that you're not pinching up too far, because if you get caught, they'll make you pay. 6 shots now, just a 1-0 game. Tampa coming in, 11 minutes. There's another one up and over off the glass. Pineda there, over to List. Again, remember, they're going to come at you. We talked about composure. We talked about playing your position for South Carolina. This Tampa team was all over Georgia in the first 10 minutes of that game. I'm telling you, there was about 7 minutes gone in the first, and the shots were 14-1 at one point. And then it became much closer after that. There's a nice pass, but one too many backhands as Albers over here. Beautiful play. Here's Pusker. He had 2 last night. He misses on that. Pineda loses an edge, able to keep the puck in though. Better to be lucky than good on that one. Carolina did very well. Hayes was awesome last year in Philly. I'm expecting him to be again. Nice pass off the boards. Over here is Pusker. Look at this play coming back. Just missing was the Chico as he pinched in. Up and into the netting we go. So no line change for Tampa. 9:52 left, shot 7-3. Let's see if we got the goal here. We do. It was, oh, I'm sorry, they gave it to Andrews, my bad. So Andrews from Valise and Fortescue. So Rhino with the first goal of the game, a power play goal. Fanning on that shot was Kay. He turns. Now they come back. Coming in hard was Manware. He gets taken down. They follow up right away. There's a rebound picked up by South Carolina. That is number 25, Riccatelli. He loses it. He lost it right there at the blue line. Felice waits. He turns, tries to make a pass, couldn't do it. That just nearly hit Tyler Todd. Carolina offsides. Now they're back on sides. Felice looking, comes over here on the near side. There's Pettyjohn. That's tipped in. Icing's waved off because it was played with a stick. Riccatelli, he just forced a penalty to come up on this Tampa Spartan team, just with some hard work and effort. So the Spartans now are going to be shorthanded. As you see Catalina, he's going to the box. They got a boarding on Catalina. So the Catman in for a boarding call at 9 minutes exactly. What a great time for this Gamecock hockey team to get back into the game. Face off to the left of Grant. Fortescue fires it over here on the near side. Unfortunate bounce for Mulcairn off the boards, comes back out to center. But Riccatelli turns, fires it in the far side. Fortescue there, he clears it down again. The big fella getting a lot of applause from his bench. Nice job by South Carolina coming back to pick it up. Here come the Gamecocks. Coming in hard now, that's Mulcairn. He's got a couple of guys going to the net. Bolger on that far side now as they set up. Riccatelli, there's a shot in front, is Thomas. Back up to Riccatelli. Mulcairn in the center. They switch places, they go over to Bolger. There's Riccatelli, he's looking, he takes a shot. That was off the stick of Thomas in front. Comes back down. It's gonna come to center. Tampa's gotta be careful. They're looking for too many men. The referee says no. Smart play by Carolina. I thought they were gonna catch him with too many men as he fired it into the bench. But it hit the player coming onto the ice. The other player was off. So there should not be a penalty, and I think that's what the officials are explaining to both teams now. Got a great staff here all weekend. I think we had a group of 8 or 9 guys, Kenny said. So we'll reset, face off at center. It's going to be picked up by Tampa. They turn, they dump it all the way back in around the boards. 54 seconds in the power play for South Carolina. Going up on that near side, losing an edge. Play continues. We got an offside call. Looking for a penalty was Brendan Flaherty, but they're not going to make that call as both players were trying to play the puck. He lost an edge and play continues. But you got to ask, right? No harm, no foul. Pusker in to take the call, draw against Manware. Over here on the near boards, Tampa turns, fires it all the way back down. Hayes leaves it for List. List coming out over here on the near side with some speed is Pusker. Pusker dumps it in so he can keep moving forward, exactly what they need. First man there was Pettyjohn. He gets it over on the boards, but it's going to be picked up. Nice job moving that puck is Flaherty. Flaherty takes a shot that doesn't get through. That was off Pettyjohn. Kept in by List. Pineda and List. List with a ripping shot. That just missed. Going in front of that was Healy. It's coming all the way back down. 5 seconds left. That'll do it. Coming out of the box in a minute is going to be Catalina. So Frank Catalina back out. We're 5 aside. That's actually how Georgia got some momentum last night. They didn't score in their first power play either, but they got a little confidence. And they had some puck possession, which Carolina can build off of as well. There's a loose puck on that far side. So these are the things that I was talking about earlier. You're retreating back to pick up a loose puck, and you are literally battling at least one, maybe multiple Spartan players right on top of you. They just are relentless coming at you, and Carolina's done a pretty good job. I mean, shots 9-4. If you saw how lopsided that first semifinal game was last night, you'd be really impressed with Carolina's effort tonight. Carolina beat a good Alabama team. They just ended up beating the Georgia Bulldogs, so they finished third. That's up and off the glass. Weird bounce off the stanchion. Felice was trying to pick it up. He couldn't. Murtaugh there. He turns, dumps it back in. 5:50 left here. First period action. There's a long stretch pass. Fortescue saw that. He came off the bench literally and was coming all the way across on that angle, looking for a steal. Tap, Fortescue, Evans. Great communication. Both these teams, again, they've played 53 games between them and only lost 2. Unbelievable hockey here in College Hockey South. There's a shot and a deflection, just missed. Great play by Loken. Trainer now, he's got Evans going. He dropped it. He was trying to hit Parrish. Parrish just missed on that. Throws it in front, they shoot, they score. Parrish gets the rebound. I think that's gonna be Evans with the goal, Parrish with the rebound off his own shot. And with exactly 5 minutes left here, Tampa, second goal of the game. But that all started with the assistant captain, Grant Parrish, making something happen. How many times does a coach tell you, if you're a young player out there watching this game, follow your shot? He went in, he made a good play. He got a fortunate bounce. He knew he couldn't score from where he was. He made a pass to his teammate coming in the back door. I talked about the backside passing and opportunities that Tampa didn't have last night with Coach Tackett before the game. And he said, we missed a lot of them, but that's their game. They love to do that. And you just saw a golden opportunity capitalized on by the Spartans, now up 2-0. So Evans from Parrish is the official. That's an even strength goal. 4:38 left here in the first period of this championship game. Don't go anywhere as that puck comes right out in front. We got an icing call and a whistle. So Coach Sirois, he will make sure that he calms everybody down. Again, you know, shots 10-5. It's not a sin to get outshot. It's just a matter of you're going to get your chances, okay? Nobody's perfect, even though their record is right now, it's unblemished. You'll get your chances. You just got to be able to capitalize on them, and you got to limit theirs. Carolina fighting hard on that wall, trying to cycle it down. There's Thomas. He had Bolger trying to go to the net, play, give and go. Greeley down there battling. The big 22. Thomas takes a shot, glove down by Shea Grant. We got a face-off with 4:03. Stop the clock. The clock is running. The clock. Somebody stop the clock. Thank you. We'll see if they hold it. The official's coming over here, but he's not going to say anything. They lost about 6 seconds off of that. They run it now anyway. Fortescue, he holds on. Nice pass over here on the near side, easy breakout. That was Griffin, and turns, fires it in the Courant. And because it's the beginning of baseball season, Hayes makes a can of corn catch out of that one. Up and close to the rafters, but not exactly in. 3:44 left, first period action. Tampa 2, South Carolina 0. We're going to have a face-off left of Mr. Hayes. Controlled by Tampa. Faking that shot. Losing an edge. That'll be on YouTube. Highlight video for Tampa. That was Griffin. He'll get some loving from his teammates. 3:32 left here. Loose puck cleared first. Oh, off the post. The goaltender lost his helmet. So ripping that one was man-wear, but goaltender lost his helmet, and the officials correctly call that as a stoppage in play. Multiple whistles on that one. So 3:25 left here. First period. Championship game. The winner going to take home the conference championship trophy, and it's a beauty. When you see the pictures of that on Twitter and social media, it is a beautiful trophy. It's out front. And you would like to think that it'll give the pollsters, a little bit more ammo about how good our conference is. And we'll see how the brackets shake out tomorrow night. There's a pass in front by Griffin. Couldn't get it all the way through, though. Fortescue down low. Healy loses an edge. South Carolina struggling to get out of their own end. Now they do. It goes back. Carolina on a much-needed change. Right off the bench is Valise. He goes right to the blue line on a beeline. Just let's get off the bench and let me go right in and try to split the D. He is fun to watch, the freshman from New Jersey. Well, I believe he's from Maryland. I got to interview him, but he played his AAA hockey from 14 on in New Jersey. Coming right back is Andrews now. We got an offsides call. But he is a lot of fun to watch. And last night I enjoyed, that was my first time actually calling Carolina this year. I did watch a couple of the games with the Bulldogs, including that outdoor game that was a great game that South Carolina won. So I've seen them a few times, just not in person. Speaking of in person, make sure you get out and support both these teams and any team in your area. They all need it. We all supported them when they were mites through this. Keep up the good work. That one's pulled up out of the air. There's a shot, big save. Oh, a second chance. Loken almost popped that one in on the rebound. Shea Grant, Johnny on the spot. Kay on that far side, pulling that back, trying to take a shot was Flaherty. He loses it, and now the Spartans are coming back. Flaherty coming back hard. Now we got an opportunity, a 2-on-2 developing. Gamecocks trying to get through. Reese can't do it. He loses the puck, chipped up through center. Now it's a race. Catalina takes a shot right on, fired right back in the corner. That was unexpected. I thought he was going to hold on for a whistle. Catalina again. Valise. He's got a man in front. Trainer thwarted by List. Otherwise, if his stick is not in the passing zone, that is an uncontested shot on Purple Haze. As they turn, that's deflected up. Goes behind the net. Less than 1 minute here in the first period. Less than 1 minute. Carolina, can they hold on and stay down just 2 right now? Maybe even pop in a quick one. Oh, McGowan with the shot. That went off the hand, I believe, of OC and into the netting. But a critical junction of the game. The last minute is always critical. You know, you're hockey fans, right? But this in particular, you got to make sure your defense doesn't get caught, and everybody's got to get back. Because if you go in down just 2, survivable. You certainly don't want to go in down 3. Thomas turns, fires it. If you get a fortunate bounce and you can pop one in, God bless you at that point. Here comes Tampa's trainer. He's got a man going right to that far side. That's Evans. I wish we had a replay here. We have it back in Orlando. You could see how Traynor sucked the defense into the right side and had everybody moving toward us. And then on that far side was Evans, and he just slipped a pass. Here they go again. Now a return the other way, the same two. Unable to connect on that one. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. That's going to do it. All right. At the end of one, South Carolina trails 2-0. Benches drawing back and forth at each other. The referees are having to calm things down on the bench and on the ice. As you see Brian Cole and Cody Smith making sure that cooler heads prevail as some heated words were exchanged. All right, we'll be back with our thoughts after this. We got about 14 minutes before we jump back on. Louis DiPaolo, Vinny Salgado, and Mr. Kyle. We'll be back in just a few. Thanks, everybody. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm Louis DiPaolo, waiting for my Tampa boys to come back. But we got a great one here for you in the College Hockey South Conference Championships. We've got about 45 seconds before we get started again. Right now, let me update you on the scoring. It's all Tampa so far. 12-minute mark. First goal of the game, Ryan Andrews on a beautiful pass coming from, who else? Cole Valise, who leads the team, and I think all the world in points this year. The second helper on that goes to Fortescue. Both those two were big last night along with Catalina in that big come-from-behind win against the Georgia Bulldogs. And with exactly 5 minutes left, that's weird. It was a 12-minute goal, and then with 5 minutes left, Evans put the puck in the net. His assist was from Grant Parrish, and that's all the scoring we have. Just one penalty apiece. Very well played game. Be interesting to see what Coach Siroir said to his boys at the intermission. My guess is more of the same, maybe tighten it up a little bit. But 13 shots, that is the least number of shots in a period I've seen in a long time out of this Spartan team. All right, right in, Mulcairn turns, fires it in hard on that far side. Kept in, they throw it toward center. There's a pass, there's an opportunity. Oh, beautiful play to Greeley. That just bounced over his stick from Bolger. Immediately out of the locker room, South Carolina dumps it in hard. They pick the puck up on that far side. They are really slow to get that line change on. The bench was on top of them for that. Here's Valise, he comes in. He was going high glove on the far side. But impressive start, that first offensive end for South Carolina. So now we got a hand pass, says Ken Radolinski. How about this, Mr. Tott? I was talking with Ken and your son before this game, and Kenny was telling me, I said, I thought you would have the stripes on, the band on. And he said, he goes, I enjoy officiating. He said, but I love lining. So, interesting. I thought with a big a control freak as he is that he would say the opposite. Who knew? Who'd have thunk it? 19:10 left here, second period. There is Tyler Tott. He's here working. His dad at home watching. All four of his kids painting his kitchen. Tyler Tott has a good setup here. He comes, hangs out with us while Dad's doing all the work in Tyler's house. But you know what that means. You're just happy to get him back in his own house after his unfortunate incident. All right, back to live action here. Here's OC. He goes out on that far side to Evans. Evans backhands it in on a give and go to himself as he's the first one there. That one comes through here on the near side. Kept in momentarily. Tampa recovers at center. Pass up to Evans. Wow, that was off the stick of Pusker. Now he comes right back in. Evans backhand. Can't get it through. OC with the shot. That's blocked. Tampa coming right back again. Evans there, Trainer. Look at that cycle with the give and go. They can just do that in their sleep. That one was deflected up and over. I'm not sure how much of that Purple Haze saw because he had the big fella Manware in front of him. 18:02 left here in this second period. Shots at the end of one were 13-7. There's a shot from the point. That doesn't get through. Carolina. DeChico. It was a bouncing puck. They got Kay here. They lose that puck. They turn. There's Carant. He couldn't get through Waiting, waiting. That's off the glove. Nice job. Being patient was Reese. K to Reese. He takes a shot. Pad save. Second one in a row. The South Carolina offense opening it up. Learning from Georgia last night. People looking for a call for a holding call. But once Georgia got their footing about them and they got their confidence, they started playing Bulldog hockey, and they played Tampa very, very well. And I think you're starting to see a little bit more of that from Coach Sirois and the group. Brochu as well. They got two Brochus on that bench helping out Al. 16:54. There's been some quality chances. Shea Grant's made some big saves already. Again, you got to figure as Henderson goes over to the far side, they try to come back to Lazine. He just missed on that. That's hard and off the board. It's kept in momentarily. Nice job on the point. McGowan. Now they turn, they get it up. There's Henderson. Much more aggressive South Carolina team. I think they realized that Tampa laces the skates up just like they do. And their intermission speech has been pretty good so far, as we are playing a lot in the South Carolina end. It's a little role reversal here for these Spartans that are not used to that, as they quickly get off on a much needed line change. Right out, there's McCann trying to force a play, and he does. Fortescue, it's a turnover. He's fortunate on the near side. He's got his teammate Griffin, goes back to Fort. Fort looking to make a play. South Carolina in all the passing lanes. Oh, look at that backhand pass. Beautiful play. That was McMahon over to McCann, and we got a face-off and a whistle. Boy, there was all kinds of pressure. Looked like nowhere to go for Fort, and he just makes a nice backhand pass to get that breakout started. That's instinctive. That's not something you normally practice. That's just being a great talent and having great vision as a hockey player. So Radulinski, not sure what the issue was there, but in to take the draw. That's McMahon. They win it clean. Tampa couldn't keep it in though. South Carolina picks it back up. Flaherty behind his net. He comes out in front, dangerous. You know, that'll give Mr. and Mrs. Hayes some palpitations when you cut out in front of their son. But he survived. There's a shot in front. They got some traffic in front of Shea Grant too, which they're obviously gonna need. Puck comes all the way back down. We got an icing and a whistle. Tampa won't be able to change. You know what? If you broke this period up, which is what my guess is, Coach said, you know, let's go in 5-minute increments. Right now, we're at 5:03. We got a stoppage. I think he's going to say, hey, guys, we did real well that period, that 5 minutes. You know, let's do more of the same, because that's the most pressure and the most consistent buzzing around in the offensive zone that Carolina's had so far in the game. Greeley trying to get to the net. There's a shot that doesn't get through. There's a turnover. Tampa's coming in all alone, taking this shot. Oh, at first you don't succeed. Follow up. DiFilippo. DiFilippo with the goal. As he made that stop up front, that shot was blocked initially. South Carolina trying to get the puck in. Weren't able to. We'll check the scoring out in a minute. I believe it's going to be DiFilippo unassisted. So number 12 is alive and well for this Tampa Spartan team. Not sure if former player Mr. Buck, Stephen Buck, is watching. He's in charge of communications for this Tampa Spartan team, and he also works for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So Bucky, if you're watching, looks like number 12 still showing up on the scoreboard. 14-18 left, 3-0 here, South Carolina. There's Pineda. Here's Valise. Valise ridden out of the play. He is very tough to get your hands on. There he is again. Nice pass, just missed on that was O'Connell. OC went right to the slot as soon as he saw Valise. Valise was the first one there. When I was talking with the staff of Tampa before the game, a couple of players go down. Going to the sin bin is going to be Pusker. Shea Grant heads off. Coming in front of us. OC with the puck. He's holding on. Still not touched. Big hit by Pusker there. Now South Carolina touches it. We're going to have an interference, a tripping. Okay, so they're going to call tripping. But when I was talking to the coaching staff, I said, hey, there's one player on your team that you're lucky he's on your team, but if you were playing against them, you would hate. And right away, Kuzlik said, hey, it's got to be Valise because Kuzlik's a big dude. He's probably 4 times the size, maybe 5. But they said, hang on here, I'm just writing this penalty down. But we were talking about is if you can get your hands, get somewhere close to Valise, you can stop him. But, and that's a big but, trying to get close to him, that's his game, right? He's not a big guy, but man, can he skate the wheels off those blades. All right, Tampa power play, already up 3, looking for more. There's Valise, he comes right back out. Turn, fired all the way down by Kay. That was on Shea Grant. Shots 21-11. Tampa Spartans coming hard again. There's Andrews. Andrews sets up Fortescue here. Over on that far side. Griffin down low. Valise. Everybody's moving. Andrews. Valise. There's a pass in front as they were trying to hit Manware. Couldn't do it. Fortescue gets the return pass. He's going to come in. He loves to shoot from there. He does. Just missed on the blocker side. Back up top. Over here. Nice pass across. Deflected. I believe Kay got his stick on that. Wow. Going in hard was Henderson. And Valise won that. Now Henderson, South Carolina, touches the puck. Now there's going to be 2 penalties, so they're losing their composure. There was no doubt there was a penalty coming up on South Carolina, but you know what? You got to maintain your composure. We got about, a little more than half the game left. So Henderson is in the box. He's got a boarding coming up. That was an easy call. So we got 46 seconds left in the penalty to Pusker. Here's the problem. Now you're going to give them a 2-man advantage for 47, for a minute 14. Wow. That's not an easy task for Purple Haze, but he's going to have to do it. Critical junction of the game. Almost halfway done. You certainly have to dig in deep here. You don't want to go down 4, that's for sure. Over here on the near side, faking the shot, back up top to Pettyjohn. Coming in, taking it. Carant was in front. Puck comes back up to Pettyjohn. Over here, there's a ripping shot. Good job by South Carolina's Hayes to hold on. Nice puck movement in the one-timer from Trainer. Face-off's going to be taken by Catalina. Every time I think of Catalina, I know you're young and you don't know, Vinny, but Catalina has a great French dressing. Next time you go to Publix, and I keep talking about Frank, and I'm thinking, man, I could go for that orange French dressing right now on a nice salad, as that puck is fired all the way back down. Trying to get some of the audience out of the way of Vinny's camera so we can do it for you. Over here on the near side, that's Trainer. He's got Valise. They turn, they fired in. Going hard is Andrews. Andrews wins it to Valise. Valise holds on. He makes the pass back up top to Trainer. Over here to Catalina. He goes across. Nice stick by Reese. Trying to get the return pass. They're shorthanded another 45 seconds. Good job by Carolina so far, killing this PK off. Remember, it was a two-man advantage for 1:14, which is a long time for anybody. Turnover at center coming through. Griffin with the shot. There's the save. There's a rebound. He shoots. He scores. Cole Valise on the rebound. Power play goal with just 22 seconds left. Tampa's got it going today. So Valise is on the board. We'll see who they give the assist to. That Tampa team. I wasn't sure how they were going to come out after that tough game with the Bulldogs last night. But you know what? They came out firing on all cylinders. In Carolina, they're not playing a bad game. It's just tough, like, let's face it. So the previous goal was DiFilippo, and then McMahon had the assist, and Fortescue as well. No surprise there, right? We don't call his number enough. And then on this one, we'll get the call coming up. It was Valise from Griffin and Fortescue. So the Fort has been on 3 of the 4 goals as an assist. And he had a key assist on Catalina's tip-in last night as they tied that game before eventually winning in overtime. Puck thrown all the way back down. Hayes has got to take care of it. Hey, Vinny, how we doing in the chat? I don't know. It's Kyle's program. I'm not really sure. Maybe just look on your phone or something. But if you're watching, let us know. We want to thank Kyle Nell. I want to thank Kyle Nell and Mark Perwitz and Sarge for having me up here from Orlando. And I enjoy watching all these college teams play. They do a great job putting on a show. I get to cover University of Central Florida and Embry-Riddle. Those two teams play Tampa all year long. Just missed on that pass was DiFilippo as he was trying to get to McMahon. Puck kept in, fired around the other side. Now this is where, oh, that was an unfortunate bounce off of Riccatelli. And I believe that shot came off the boards. I was just gonna say this is where things can get crazy. And just the unfortunate play as Riccatelli came out to play the puck and it just went off his stick and in over Hayes. Not much Hayes can do on that. So they're gonna give that one to Pettyjohn. Looks like that one's unassisted at 9:06 left here. Second period, even strength goal. Tampa 5-0, flexing their muscles here. 9:06 left. I don't know, they keep trying to fix the ice. I'm sure that South Carolina was thinking, we got a chance. you know, we've got a chance. We played FAU, we played Georgia. They played some really tough teams, but sometimes it just goes that way. And you know what? This Carolina team is going to regroup. Game's not over yet. As they come in, they take a shot. They came out of that locker room firing. They had a couple of great chances, and Shea Grant made some big saves. But if it ends up that the number 2 team comes up short against the number 1 team, there's a turnover, there's a pass. Oh, beautiful save. South Carolina's bench pumped up about that one. And you know what? You gotta love it, because the first guy banging the boards, Liam Gormley, the backup goaltender here tonight. How about that? You probably just missed that at home. Gormley and Fortescue just high-fived each other in front of the other goaltender for Tampa tonight. That's great sportsmanship. See, how do you not fall in love with college hockey here? You know, these kids are student athletes. I've said it once, maybe more this weekend. Look at the College Hockey South academic honors for your team. Kids that have had a 3.2 all year long or higher. I mean, they're playing hockey. We got an opportunity thwarted by list, but they're playing hockey, they're studying, they're getting a degree, they're learning life's lessons. They got great guys on the bench. You got great people in charge of the league. You know, you can't ask for much more than that, right? It's just wonderful to see, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. I believe me. I thank, you know, my blessings every time I get a chance to do this. I get to meet some great young men. You know, not sure if Joe and Torrin from University of Georgia are watching. Here comes Reese on the bus back. The Bulldogs and Coach Campy got nothing to hang their head about. They'll be a factor for sure up in Philly. But again, 2 young men that I met up in Savannah helped us out. There's a pass in front. There's Valise. He just missed short side. Anyway, in summary, kudos to you parents. You've done a great job with these kids and the coaches as well. A couple of shots blocked in front off some pads. Carolina, oh, they got a fortunate bounce. They got a chance there. Oh, just off the glove. That was Albers. There's a loose puck in front. So you got to be thinking maybe the hockey gods are going to help out Carolina with that bounce. Just unable to clear it. Pineda holds on as they tag up. 6:20 left here. There's a hit from behind. Play continues. Albers picks it up out of the air. He's got a man in front. They shoot. They score. Just like that, Pusker gets the Gamecocks on the board. So you know what? They said, hold on, Mr. DiPaolo. We're not giving up on this yet. 6:12 here, second period. I think the official score is going to read 8 from 20. It's an even strength goal. That's exactly what it is. Kyle Nell, if you're listening, you're doing an excellent job with the scorekeepers. That score, when we say live scoring here in College Hockey Federation, we mean live scoring. And it's live right there. All right, now 5-1 game. Tampa coming right back. No rest for the weary. Nice job by Mulcairn selling out, stopping that pass. Hayes with that save. 5-1 could have been 4-1 if it wasn't for a crazy bounce. You just wonder, right? Can Carolina put one more in the net here before the end of the second and take their chances? And if nothing else, both these teams are getting ready, playing this tournament for all the competition that'll be in Philly, and it's going to be a good one. Battle over here on the half wall. DiFilippo gets the puck. Comes out, regrouping at center. Rempe goes up the same side, nearly hit DiFilippo. There's Reese with the stretch pass. Going in now is Thomas. Pettyjohn there. Greeley picks it up on the boards though. Let's see what he does. Greeley's got it. Goes back to the other wall. Back down low, looking for a give and go. Here's Carolina, just missed on that. Boy, beautiful puck movement. Just missed on that pass to Flaherty. South Carolina putting some heat on again. It goes in spurts, right? So we got a whistle, we got a tripping call coming up on Carolina. Doesn't look like there's much argument or discussion. In the box is Thomas. So he's in for a trip. 2 minutes in the box, 4:24 left here, second period. Valise, he wins that cleanly back here to Griffin. He and Fortescue playing catch. Look at this, nice job by this Carolina team taking a shot. Loken on that one. 2-on-2, got a shot right on target, went high glove side. Number 19 for the Gamecocks. Now Andrews runs Flaherty over. Andrews comes right back in. Looks to make a move. Just tremendous movement across, back and forth as Valise missed on that one. Fortescue. They got Manware in front. The big fella coming out. You know, that's pretty interesting. List comes right out. Oh. Off the back. Again, fired from behind the net. That may be Valise again. So it's going to be a power play goal. They can score many ways here in Tampa. 3:33 left here. Now a 6-1 game. They gave it to Manware and Valise. So everybody getting involved tonight. That one was a power play goal. 6-1, this Tampa team, after a scare last night with the Georgia Bulldogs, they are on fire right now. South Carolina over here on the near side, trying to come through. Captain loses that, ends up offsides with 3:13 and counting. 3:10, 3:09. Pretty sure they got to stop the clock at some point. I'm not sure why the clock is running. So now they lost a lot of time. Coach Sirois noticed it as well. The clock operator, they should add at least 10 seconds maybe. So just so you know what kind of kids I'm working with, they play on the Tampa team and they said 3:15 should be up. They only put 3:03 up. But you're honest. No, Vinny, but you're honest. Kyle, not so much. Kyle would have left it. But my man Vinny, you're one half of the cannoli crew here tonight, me and you. All right, back to live action here. South Carolina makes a pass over to DeChico. That gets by he and Greeley. Tipped in. Parrish heading to the slot. He overskates that one. DeChico trying to come out. There's Thomas. He gets in on sides. There's a battle on the near side with Greeley. 2:20 left and counting. Trainer up off the boards. Greeley back up to DeChico. That gets by him on the far side. They got Reed. DeChico says, hold on a minute. I'll do something with it. He made a pass. Now Picked up by Reed. Ooh, scary pass there. Coming through. That's Mr. Thomas Logan. He's had a couple of really good shifts. And we got a puck up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off to the left. Minute 50 here, second period. Championship Sunday here on College Hockey South. Got a pretty subdued crowd last night. The crowd was great because Alabama was here and they played well. They beat Florida Friday night. And then Georgia obviously has a big following as well. I'll tell you this, last year at the Fed Cup, there's a shot, takes a shot, big save, Shea Grant right on Logan. Wow. But when we were in Philly last year, as we got an icing call and a whistle, when we were in Philly last year, the Alabama faithful, the Georgia faithful, they showed up in buses. There were plenty of fans for both those teams and they ended up playing each other. But I'm hoping that College Hockey South fans get to come back and have a chance to spend time with us up there in Philly again. I believe we're going to send about 10 teams this year. Puck behind the net. Rempe there. Turn right back in by Henderson. There's Rempe again. Comes over here on the near side to Ellis. Ellis just fires it through center. We got less than a minute here in the second period. Over here on the near side's Henderson. Looking for that long stretch pass. Ended up being a turnover. Manware there. There's a shot and a save. Jack Healy with that one. So Kyle ditched us. Vinny, Kyle took off already?
Yeah, we're gonna get food.
He's going to get food. He's like 6'9" already. How much food can he eat? South Carolina in to take the draw in their own end. 44 seconds left. There's a battle for a loose puck. Comes up by Pineda. He couldn't get rid of it. Following up on that one was Thomas. Here's Fortescue. He turns, avoids a couple. Pineda able to pick his pocket though. The Chico on the other side. That went off Pusker. That's by Fortescue over here on the near side. McCann chips it out. Going hard. Tampa Spartans number 13, Connor McMahon. Let me tell you something. Yeah, absolutely he can fly, but so can everybody else. This Tampa team, guys, South Carolina just fires it in. This Tampa team had 120 players at tryouts. 120 players at tryouts. That's insane. All right, at the end of 2, Tampa 6, South Carolina 1. For my partner here on camera, Mr. Vinny Salgado, I'm Louis DePaula. We'll be back in just a few. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm Louis DiPaolo. We've got the third and final period here in the championship game, and I don't have my camera people here, so I am literally trying to do two things at once as Vinny Salgado and Kyle went downstairs to grab something to eat. So I'll do my best as we go back and forth here. College kids, right? Can't depend on them. Just when you think you found a couple of good ones, now here he comes back and got a shot over there. Big hit by Greeley, South Carolina. Hang on, we're just getting these wires uncrossed so that I can get back to my job because somebody was stuffing their face. There's a hit by Riccatelli. Evans. Hang on here, I got 1857. Got Commissioner Nell coming over here for a sec. What's that?
Change the graphic to third period.
Oh, all right. So we're going to change the graphic to the third period, but the score still remains the same. 6-1 Tampa. Want to say hi to the Alabama coach. Coach Drevney's watching. Back home. You were a pleasure to meet this weekend, Coach. I enjoyed talking to you and watching the boys play. Looking forward to seeing you and the rest of the CHS teams up in Philly. We're going to have a face-off down to the right of Shea Grant. Rads drops the puck. There's Pineda. There's a rip and shot by Liss. That was blocked. Justin Evans took that one. His bench was happy, but he wasn't. All right, back to live action here. That one may have hit Tot. Got the camera ready? Cool. I was going to put your mic away. Okay. So just getting some things squared away up here in the booth. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us this weekend. I want to thank you, Commissioner, for having me. It's a great tournament. Make sure if you can't come out and watch us in person, you can watch us on the College Hockey YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch all these kids compete at the AAU Nationals. Whoa, no goal. Shea Grant with the save, denying Albers, and he's just got his hand across the back, and he goes over and he taps Albers. There's some great sportsmanship going on there. You gotta love it. I'm telling you, this is my happy place. College hockey, we got a great group. We got a great conference. You know what? We got a first and a second place winner. Going down is Flaherty. He's on his knees. They're trying to get him, helping him out. And there's Fortescue helping him to the bench. Not sure if you saw that. If there's another shot, another save. But sportsmanship at its finest here in College Hockey South. But Flaherty was struggling to get to the bench, and Fortescue was helping him up to get him there. So Fortescue now behind the net, comes through center. Over here on the near side is McCann. McCann drops it. Trying to hit McMahon. Our cameraman Vinny said McMahon just has blazing speed at practice. So if the goaltender thinks you're fast and you're on a fast team already, we should just give him a different nickname like Lightning. He was trying to score on that one on the deflection. That's picked up out of the air. They come over here again. McMahon, he loses it. Tampa's going to pick it up. That was Pettyjohn. He went off DiFilippo. DiFilippo avoids a check, got it in deep. There's a shot on Hayes. Shots 34-22 in favor of Tampa. 6 goals up for the Spartan team as they look to head back with the conference trophy. We'll have some fun on the bus with that thing. About a 12-hour ride. So we talked about student athletes, right? 12 hours up, 12 hours back. Play a couple of games, win a championship, and oh, by the way, I got homework to do before spring break. You absolutely have to respect and admire the student athletes that we have here in AAU college hockey. It's the best. That one's blocked down in front. There's a hit with Henderson and Andrews. Picked up by Wilkins. Andrews wins that one. Comes back out to center, though, where it's going to be picked up by Lindstad. He turns, fires it right back in. Wilkins in on that forecheck along with Lindstad. They get a turnover. Lazine there. Cole Valise pokes it through. It's going to be picked up by Catalina. He was looking for that cross-ice pass. Mulcairn was there trying to hit Valise. Unfortunately, Mulcairn recovered enough to turn and dump it back into the Tampa end. 15 minutes and 7 seconds and counting. The Tampa Spartans looking to bring this back to the Battle of the Bay. There's a big shot. Nice pass across. Trainer there. And Purple Hayes with the save. Exactly 15 minutes left. So for Tampa, looks like it's going to be a great weekend. You come up, you beat your bitter rival in the Battle of the Bay, and then you come back from a deficit. Here's a cool thing. When I was talking to the Tampa boys before the game, the coaching staff is what I should say to be correct. I said, what was it like on the bench when Georgia scored and you went down? Tackett said, calm. We just told everybody to calm down. We got this. We'll be okay. And they did. They remained calm. They called timeout. And then they ended up scoring the game-tying one. And obviously the game winner, I think it was about 25 seconds, 35 seconds into overtime last night. So calm and cool no matter what the deal is. Want to say hi to Mr. Kuzlik. I know you're watching, big fella. I heard. And of course, I'm going to have some fun goofing with Nick. There's a big shot and a save. Shea Grant covers up. Nick Kuzlik scored his first goal, his first collegiate goal, the big defenseman for Tampa at the time, on DSPN Live, where I stream the games down in Orlando. He's got a clip of that. Our commissioner, Kyle Nell, has a DVD of DSPN Live when he was with Tennessee. He came down to Orlando and played UCF, and he scored the game winner in a shootout. So for me to be a part of your kids' lives, you know, and work with them now, and it's cool to see Kuz coaching. You know, Nell is the commissioner of our conference. If you love the greatest game in the world, you'll stay involved, and I think that's what the lesson is. If you look at the benches alone, you'll see that. Former players, former collegiate players, former professional players. You know, Bob Joyce, Embry-Riddle, awesome guy. Played for North Dakota, won a national championship. Played in the NHL against Gretzky in the Stanley Cup. There's a backhander coming across. And all these kids are the benefactors of having those kinds of resources on the bench. South Carolina is still trying to get on the board. Shea Grant's made some big saves. That puck comes in front. Healy there. Little back and forth. It's center. Now it goes back down into the Carolina end. Flaherty there. 12:54 left and counting in the Shamrock Arena. Shamrock Arena, you would think we'd be blasting classic music. Want to thank all the folks here at the Ice Center. They've done a great job all weekend long. Zero issues. Nice place to watch hockey. As you see, Andrews getting a check from read, and play continues down the other side. So we're getting set up for tomorrow night. You got to watch the College Hockey Federation presentation show. The bracket show will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Nice hit at center. Coming right back. Offsides was Valise, as he said. I believe he said Andrews was offsides. But the reveal show tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. I believe Jordan DeLuciano will be doing that along with Mark Perwitz. We'll see exactly where our teams here in College Hockey South will be placed. The schedule will be released at the same time. And I believe you'll be able to sign up for Black Dog Hockey at that time. Maybe you can sign up now already. I know they had the pricing up because it is a pay-per-view event. But if you can't make it in person and hang with us, South Carolina putting some pressure on again. Make sure you watch and let us know that you're watching. I want to thank all the different students. You know, Vinny's one of them. Terranova was one of our guys. We had a lot of students that were scratched or injured helping us out this weekend, Kyle and I here with the stream. There's a backhand pad save. Second one, third one didn't get through. Tampa bench giving kudos to Shea Grant. There's a puck behind Fortescue. Now we got some pushing and some shoving, some frustration. There's Lazine down there. Got a penalty coming up. And we would be remiss without thanking our officials who've done an awesome job. Any calls that were missed, you can email Ken Radulinski. They were probably his that he missed, so it's not a problem. So the officials are talking about it now. So they got a minor rough going in the box. It's going to be on Daniel Griffin. Only the second penalty of the game for Tampa. And truthfully, it's only the 6th. Not bad, all things considering. So the officials getting things squared up. Parrish had a couple of questions. He comes back. He's lined up. And we're ready to drop the puck on this beautiful Sunday. Funny that today we all got to go home. Today's the first day the sun's been out in a few days. See if South Carolina can get their power play going. This will be their last game as well before Philly. I'm sure Coach would love to work on something this period, and that would be a great opportunity. As you see Riccatelli over on the far side, the Bolger. There's a pass. They just missed Mulcairn, but nice puck movement between those three. See if they can set it up again. Riccatelli goes on that far side. Thomas trying to get through, loses the puck, picked up by Evans. He turns. Riccatelli picks it up out of the air. He goes over to the captain. Captain with a pass, this time to Thomas. Just in the slot and missed that one wide. 10 minutes left, halfway through this third and final period. Tampa holding on to a 6-1 lead. There's a little hockey goalie for you. Watching some college hockey here at the Ice Center. Pineda dumps it in. He's got, or Pusker, I'm sorry. He's got List over here. Pineda going to the net. Now Pineda pulls up top. They switch sides. Pineda gets the pass from List. He shoots. Glove save. Loose puck. Covered up by Pusker. Or by Shea Grant. Pusker was right there. Face off and a whistle with 9:24 left here. Third period, we'll have the presentation of the trophy players of the game. We got it all covered for you here on the College Hockey South YouTube channel. Here's List now. List goes side to side, gets the return pass, tries to get that through, blocked by Andrews. Pineda over here on the half wall. Flaherty takes a shot. There's an opportunity. We're back at even strength. No goal. As right on top of that was Mulcairn, but Shea Grant said no thanks. 1 goal's enough, guys. I'm not giving up more. Shots 35-30. Much closer than the score. Again, this Tampa team started off strong last night. Ended up having to come back against the Bulldogs in Coach Campy's group. They had, talk about a fun weekend. I mean, I'm sure it obviously didn't turn out the way they were hoping, but that Georgia Bulldog team, they had a great game with FAU Friday night. That shot on that far side. Great game with FAU Friday night. That was the 3rd in a row those two teams played to end the regular season down in South Florida. Georgia losing both close ones, one in overtime. So they finally get over the hump with them. And they had Tampa on the ropes. And they just couldn't hold on. And you know what? Still a great experience. Ended up getting some more experience for some younger players today against Coach Drev and that Alabama Crimson Tide. So I think overall, a very productive conference weekend for all teams. Everybody came up and had a good weekend. There's a pass, just missed on that. Coming in was Healy. He turns, made a pass through center. Carant there. Valise just picks it right up out of the air like nothing, and it's fired right back in. That time, South Carolina. They bring that one up high, doesn't hit the rafters. Long stretch pass, picked up by man-child, Manware. Pass back and forth they go to get it to Healy. He was in the slot, just missed that. Coming in right off the bench, getting that shot off and causing a whistle. OC with that one. 7:34 left. Presentation of the trophies coming up. Puck's going to be picked up and wrapped around here on the near side, trying to get it to Loken. They couldn't do it. Reed there, he turns, fires it up. That time he hits the rafters. And we'll have a whistle inside the South Carolina end. Man, we're in to take the draw. Going controlled by South Carolina. Reese did a good job on that. Coming through center is Loken. He loses the puck. Tampa still has it. Avoids 2 Gamecock players, but not the 3rd. As DeChico comes over here on the near side. Looking for the return pass to DeChico. Couldn't get it. It's coming over on that far side now. Nice little chip up off the boards. Here's Flaherty. He's got Loken with him. Flaherty takes a shot up and into the glass. That one goes behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Murtaugh. DeChico takes a big hit on the side. He's a big kid. He avoids 2 checks. That is the kind of player that... There's DeChico again. He shoots and he scores. DeChico with the goal. So South Carolina makes it a 6-2 game. You know what? I was just about ready to say that's the kind of goal that a hard-working, tough-nosed goal. You're battling 2 guys on the board. You fight through that. You get down. You get a rebound. You come out and you bury it against a great goaltender. And you're like rewarded, and your coach is happy. saying that's the way we play. That's the kind of effort we want here at South Carolina. So DeChico on that goal. Now it's a 6-2 game. South Carolina had a couple of chances that were thwarted by Shea Grant early. Again, Grant 2.26 and Purple Haze 1.76. Just some great goaltending. There's a loose puck, another opportunity. Greeley nearly put that one in. There's a big hit at the point on Mulcairn. There's another hit by Trainer on Mulcairn. Guys haven't quit yet. There's another shot covered up in the crease by Shea Grant. Official talking to Fortescue. No quitting these Gamecocks. By the way, they were fun to watch. They were a lot of fun last year in Tampa. In Philly. And this year, the D3 team from Tampa will be there as well. And the Lakeland team, the Florida Southern Moccasins, will be representing the South in the D3 playoffs. Same time, well, same location, same channel, same everything up in Philly. It's the first time that Mark Perwitz and the boys have been able to get a national championship for D3. The AAU division is only a few years old as that one comes in. Cleared nicely by Purple Haze. A couple players go down into the boards. Mulcairn helping up McCann as they both got up. Seen a lot of sportsmanship on both these teams tonight. That one goes all the way down. Bolger trying to get there. They got a man in front. Now Greeley supports him. Backhand just missed over here. Back into that far corner. Here's Pettyjohn now. He fires it around. It's going to be picked up by DiFilippo up, and Thomas is going to pick it up now. Right in on Hayes. Hayes clears it himself. Pusker. So as South Carolina regroups, there's List. List takes a check, loses the puck. It's going to go back behind the goal line. We got 4:23 and counting. Carolina. Flaherty over here on the near side. Now it comes back up in front. There's a loose puck. Trying to backhand that was Albers. Unable to do it. Coming all the way back down. Icing's waved off. First one there is Andrews. There's good hustle by number 2 in the white and black. Takes his man down. Flaherty there. Doesn't look like anybody quit playing. They're not just going through the motions. Catalina with a ripping shot up and over the shoulder. That comes all the way back down into Tampa's end. Healy chips it up off the boards. He continues going forward. Carolina able to clear it back in. Lazine there. Team's on a line change. McGowan. Back to McGowan. Over here on the near side, they gain the zone. Trying to get around the defense was the Carolina Cox. That was Albers. Couldn't do it. Shot wide by Henderson. Carolina still trying to get on the board. Good effort. You're going to have to play the full 60. You might as well put the effort in. Griffin over here on the near side. Fortescue up the near boards. Courant, Healy inside. 3 minutes now and counting till the trophy presentation. Puck comes up the center. That was off Healy. It's going to be picked up by Manware. It's fired all the way in. That gets around Hayes, picked up by Manware. He's got Courant there. He couldn't bury the puck. There's a shot up and into the netting off a trainer stick. And we got 2:13 left here in the second, or in the third. Have a face-off just to the left. 76 shots in this game. Not sure what the over and under is on Vegas, but I'm sure that's over whatever that was in the beginning. Not sure if you bet on that one, Mr. Coos, or if you played a different bet. But here's Pusker. Pusker now, he comes in. That one may have hit Shea Grant in the face. Comes all the way back to DeChico. Trainer giving chase. Back and forth they go. Look at that turnover. There's a shot. Oh, flipping the leather was Hayes. That was a great play. Evans with that shot. And Purple Hayes says, no thank you. We've had enough. By the way, if you're counting at home, Hayes has got 35 saves tonight against obviously one of the best teams in the country. And he took this team to the quarterfinals last year. There's a pass in front. They just missed Parrish on that one. There's a turnover. Trainer there leaves it for Evans. They got Parrish. Couldn't get it to him. Here comes South Carolina. Loken now. Through center. Loken just dumps it in. It's going to be picked up by Griffin. He gets the return pass behind the net. Chips it up here on the near boards. Parrish on that far side to Andrews. Less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute in the championship for the College Hockey South 2023 trophy. Want to congratulate Lance Tackett. There's Valise, my bad. Valise couldn't get that shot off. Coach Lance Tackett, the 2022 Coach of the Year for these University of Tampa Spartans. Riccatelli on that far side. There's Greeley. Thomas going to the slot, couldn't do it. There's Valise, they turn, they just dump it up. Here's Thomas. Looks like that trophy's gonna have a nice ride in the sun all the way back to the bay. And here they come, here's Fortescue. He's holding on for the last 5 seconds. The kid's playing catch. South Carolina. Nothing to be ashamed of. They'll finish second in this year's conference tournament. And there's the celebration. Let the championship begin. The Tampa Spartans. There goes our cameraman, Vinny Salgado, out on the ice. Great kid. Want to thank him for helping. And Kyle, here's the cool part. Look at the kids congratulating the players that didn't get to play, right? You can only dress 20 and 2. Vinny played a lot of hockey for this Tampa team, and he still will. But the ultimate definition of the team, now we got the players in the handshake at center ice. Both goaltenders getting a lot of love. So we're going to have the presentation by Commissioner Kyle Nell and our chairman, Mark Purwitz. Before we get out of here, I want to thank everybody for joining us here all weekend. I'm Louis DiPaolo. Hope you had a great time. If our boys from Georgia are listening, Joe and Torrin, thanks. It was always great seeing you guys. Make sure you study before you go to spring break. That's important. Two teams are going to line up and we'll have our trophy presentation and then we'll be signing off. But again, March 10th through March 15th, You're going to see 10 teams from the South up in the Philly Fed Cup. Alabama, Auburn, these two teams, Georgia, USF. Florida's not going. Georgia Tech, Dressler and the boys will be there. They're always a threat. So, here's Sarge.
Player of the match, University of South Carolina. Number 15, Bobby DeCiccio.
So there's the player of the match presented by the commissioner. The Chico with that one.
Player of the match, University of Tampa. Number 1, Shea Grant.
Shea Grant had a great weekend. There was some great goaltending here all weekend. Look at those beauties.
We will now present the Most Valuable Player Award for the 2023 College Hockey South playoffs. The MVP goes to University of Tampa, number 1, Shea Grant.
Shea Grant, MVP of the tournament, not just the game. The big fella. Ironically, we just mentioned that, right? The goaltending being so strong here. Every team had great goaltending this weekend. Every one of them.
And now team captains from University of Tampa will come forward.
So here come the team captains.
2023
Petty John and Parrish. There you go. Back to the Bay. As Coach Kuzlik says, we recruit with beaches, beautiful scenery, and bunches of restaurants that have refreshments. That's his recruiting tool. The Tampa Spartans, champions. Congratulations to the South Carolina Gamecocks. They have had a great season that's not over yet, and they will do some more damage in the playoffs as well. So for our staff here at the Huntsville Ice Center, thank you very much. You did a great job. For Commissioner Kyle Nell, Ken Day, affectionately known as Sarge, our chairman of the board out there handing out medals, Mark Perwitz. And for our officials, they did a great, great job this weekend. Want to thank them as well. And all you coaches, if you're still watching, thank you for talking to me all week, getting me your rosters, making sure that we had the right information, and give me a little story on yourselves and the team. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Just adds to the show. All right, the final score, everybody. The University of Tampa 6, the South Carolina Gamecocks 2, the 2022-23 conference champions. Have a great week. We will see you in 2 weeks on the Black Dog Hockey Network.